worship your Lord, who has created you and those before you, so that you may ward off, who has appointed the earth a resting place for you, and the sky a canopy, and caused water to pour down from the earth, thereby producing fruits as food for you. And do not set up rivals to Allah when you know better.
Thank you so very much, Jazakallah. It will be really kind of all of you if we can have 1 minute for stand-up in the honor of National Anthem. Now, Professor Dr. Misam Tabatabi from Agriculture Biotechnology Research Institute, Iran, to please come on the stage. Professor Dr. Akram Khan from Sheffield Hallam University, United Kingdom, please sir, join us on the stage. Professor Dr. Athar Tariq from California Department of Food and Agriculture, United USA, please sir. Professor Dr. Uzair Chaudhary from Ontario Institute of Agroecologists, OIA, Canada. Professor Dr. Stephen J. Perkins from Department of Structural and Molecular Biology, University College London, UK. Sir, Dr. Stephen, please. Of the Vertical and Agriculture under Department of Research Productivity Award in 2011, 12, 16, 17 and 18 by Pakistan Science Technology PSF, Islamabad. She is also having 1 US patent and filed 15 national patents. She is our senior editor of the Journal of Innovative Sciences, Lahore College, Women University. We would welcome Professor Dr. Shagufta Naz to come and give us a welcome address. Ma'am. Respected Chief Guest, Professor Dr. Fakhanda Manzoor, Vice Chancellor, dear faculty members and my very dear students, Assalamu alaikum and very good morning. It is a matter of great honor and pride for me to be addressing you on behalf of Lahore College for Women University. Lahore College for Women University is one of the oldest and largest women university in Asia. We are hosting near about 17,000 students in our main campus as well as our affiliated colleges and in Jhang campus. For over a century, the LCWU has offered a quality education with an international perspective to students belonging to a wide spectrum of various socio-economic classes of our society. We do this while upholding our unwavering focus on our principles of women empowerment, education, and equal opportunity to all. As you know, the conferences, seminars, and workshops are platforms to share research findings, gain knowledge, share ideas, develop insight, and definitely establish collaboration at national and international level. In the year 2017, we arranged first international conference on new trends in natural sciences, and the theme was from basic to applied. The purpose of this international conference was to share ideas and expertise to bridge the gap between technology and conventional practices and research integrated with new trends in natural sciences. Now, as you know, we are hosting new trends in natural sciences. This is second international conference, and the theme is public health, food, nutrition and food safety. We select this topic due to utmost importance of the food and food safety nowadays particularly. This conference is jointly organized by the Department of Biotechnology and Department of Zoology. We have galaxy of participants from the academia, industry, researchers, doctors, government officials and policymakers from the field of public health and food, nutrition and food safety. And the main focus of the conference is definitely on to provide a platform to teach and learn about public health, strategies and basic food practices both nationally and internationally. And the other impact will be on to motivate the participants to make positive changes that influence our common food related practices, to pave a pathway for promotion of research on public health, food, nutrition and food safety, and to provide a unique opportunity to allow our graduate and postgraduate students to meet national and international delegates to improve their knowledge and communication skills. For this conference, we received near about 300 abstracts from all over the world. 150 abstracts were finalized. 15 international speakers from USA, UK, Canada, China, Turkey, Egypt, and I think from some other countries are here. They will share their knowledge with us on different aspects of public health, food and nutrition. We have near about 25 national delegates from all over the Pakistan, starting from Sindh, KPK, Balochistan, Punjab, Fata and Gilgit and Baltistan. Day 1 is dedicated for public health, and day 2 our delegates will share about the food and nutrition, and on the 3rd day we have very exclusive session on food certification and need of halal certification of GMOs, artificial meat and usage of stem cells in consumables by our muftis and researchers. So the 3rd day is very much important to get the knowledge about the halal certification. I hope you will enjoy and share the ideas and make collaboration from this platform. Thank you very much.
Sir, we would like you to come on the stage. He is the Dean of Faculty and he belongs from Turkey. Sir, please join us on the stage. Sorry, sir. Today with us is our prestigious Professor Dr. Fakhanda Manzoor, who is the Vice Chancellor of the Lahore College for Women University. She is a postdoctorate from the Ohio State University, USA. She is an ardent believer in the future of the eco-friendly solutions to the urban pest management problems in Pakistan. She is known for her research on taxonomy, biology and integrated management control of urban insects, pests such as termites, mosquitoes, cockroaches and ants. She has introduced termite baiting in Pakistan. She has published 24 books nationally and internationally, 1 monograph of HEC, contributed in chapters of 5 books and has more than 130 publications. She has also got many research projects with 8 research projects in the running team. She has also got a productivity award in 2013 from Pakistan Council of Science and Technology. She is the editor-in-chief of the Journal of the Innovative Science and Technology, and she has also been awarded as the best teacher in 2018. We would welcome Professor Dr. Fakhanda Manzoor to please come on the stage and please give us a welcome address. Please, ma'am.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It is a matter of great honor and privilege in national and international guest speakers, delegates, faculty members, students and staff of the Lahore College for Women University. This is a series of conferences that we have been organizing since 2016. 1970. In that we had first conference on new trends in natural sciences, and to continue that series this year we are also organizing the second international conference on new trends in natural sciences, but this year our theme is public health, food, nutrition and safety. I would also like to pay my heartfelt gratitude to the entire faculty and staff of LCWU for their generous and continued support, which enables Lahore College for Women University to excel in academics, research in various disciplines of arts and sciences. But this conference is particularly organized by two departments, Department of Zoology as well as Department of Biotechnology. So I congratulate the faculty and students of these two staff members also. Lahore College for Women University has played a pivotal role in empowering generations of women by providing quality education to the students belonging to wide spectrum of various socio-economic classes of our society. This historic institute has been contributing in the socio-economic development of Pakistan since 1922. So it has a long history and it was converted to university in 2000. This institute has played a very contributing role in the society. LCWU believes on providing equal opportunity of quality education to all. Being a progressive university, it aims to meet the standard of top international universities. Our qualified and dedicated faculty helps students to realize their goals in life and provide them full support and guidance in their academic pursuits. Our mission is to transform our students into rational thinkers, competent workers, law-abiding citizens, and spiritually enlightened individuals. We are striving hard to promote women empowerment in the country. LCWU is aware of the needs and challenges of modern transforming era. We vigorously engage our faculty and students in applied and meaningful research, addressing the current problems of our society and worldwide, which in turn enables them to publish their work in well-reputed journals nationally as well as internationally. Keeping in view the vision of the government to promote research in the country, our university is progressively establishing linkages with the top higher education institutions nationally and internationally, as well as with the industries to promote innovative research. In view of the current job situation in Pakistan, that is not only prevailing in Pakistan as well as it is in globally, LCWU is making enormous efforts to enable young women to be financially empowered through employability as well as entrepreneurship. We have established a business incubation center to facilitate our students to become a productive part of the society. These conferences, seminars, workshops are the platform to share ideas and gain knowledge, develop insight and establish networking collaborations. The aim of this international conference is to provide an opportunity to researchers, academicians and policymakers to share their ideas and expertise about public health strategies and basic food practices at national and international level. So this conference is an ample opportunity for the academicians, for the students to bridge the gap between the academia and industry also. Similarly, the policymakers and stakeholders, they will also be benefited from the talks given by the various speakers nationally and internationally. I hope you will enjoy this event, and particularly our international speakers, they will enjoy the Lahore too. So thank you.
Of the 2017 Lancet report, the journal of the Lancet, we have a commission in UCL, University College London, called Lancet Countdown. We are tackling, actually monitoring and tackling climate change and health. And the title of the presentation is From 20 Years of Inaction to Global 9. We formed the commission, Lancet Commission, and global health trend industry. So what we have been doing, we have been monitoring some, and there are 40-something indicators being monitored annually and reported on in the journal The Lancet. And this year's report is going to be published on 29 November, just around 1 month away. So we have thematic group, climate change, mitigation actions, and health. So there will initially be the impact of climate change as well. So there are some important key messages listed down here, and they are catastrophic. Usually in my talks, everywhere I go in the world, I ask one question, and I would like to cooperate with me and answer this question right now. Who in this hall has the pleasure of having a newborn this year or in their family members? Can you raise hands? Those who have newborns at home, brothers, sisters, can you raise hands, please? Wonderful. A 1-year-old. So what I'm going to show you today, they might not see, but those newborn, they will see impacts awaiting them. So what I'm going to stress today, that we should take action today, and we should offer solutions, and we should not take it easy any longer. Just from 2000 to 2016, 125 people just added to the vulnerable population to heat waves across the globe. 125 million people more vulnerable. Another key message published last year: global labor productivity has decreased over the last 15 years by 5.3%. Just imagine what impact it could bring about when it comes to food security. When heat waves are around, people cannot work effectively as they used to. So the effective production decreases as well. So it's very important to note that when labor productivity decreasing over time, so food security is endangered and national securities are endangered as well. 46% increase in weather-related disasters recorded over the last 15 years. 46% increase, and that's really something considerable. The economic losses related to climate change-related events has increased substantially since 1990. In 2016 alone, $129 billion was lost in the events related to climate change. And the sad part, 99% of this loss took place in poor countries. That's really catastrophic. So countries contributing to climate change, emitting too much greenhouse gases, causing global warming, they're paying 1% for the losses taking place in the world. And poor countries, which are contributing little, they're paying 99%. When there is a flood, for example, in London, just very few people get affected. Very few homes get destroyed, if ever. But when there is a flood in Africa, in a poor country, for example, or in Asia, many homes get devastated, destroyed, and that's the consequence of climate change. So we need to respond now, and even now is too late. So I tried to skip some slides to have more time for the second part. So in 1990, we signed Kyoto Protocol. Then we signed Copenhagen. Then we signed Paris Accord. But they haven't been enough. We haven't been successful in mitigating carbon. We have been successful in maintaining the temperature below the standard level we have been desired for. So But now there is a momentum globally. I'm afraid the President of the United States, Mr. Trump, ruined some. But in 2017, when the leader of the world got together in Paris, they reached an accord. And they signed it, and they celebrated it. And we were hopeful that something would happen in the world. But pulling out from the accord by the United States really was a big blow to the whole thing. But we are trying to get together for the sake of the humanity and for the sake of the future. So, I'm going to skip this. So here you can see a very sad fact about heat waves. So for example, now you see in the news or you hear on TV that the increase in temperature over the last 15 years has been only 0.2 degrees Celsius. This is not true. Why is not true? Because the increase in temperature in urban areas, because we won't live everywhere on the globe, we live in the urban areas. The increase in temperature has been nearly 1 degree Celsius. Meaning that, for example, in Lahore, in the year 2000, if the average temperature was 28, today in Lahore, the average temperature should be, based on global average, should be 28.9. And that's too much. Those who are coming from medical background, they know that around 1 degree Celsius increase in average temperature would cause too much damage to human body, because we are not adopted. Just over 15 years, 1 degree increase in average temperature. That's too much. So in this graph, you're watching that. And another threat, we have been trying so hard over the last 50 years to improve human health. But things are reversing already. I'm afraid if we don't respond today, whatever we have put into improving human health over the last 50 years are going to get undone. We are again experiencing malaria. We are again experiencing lice in the States. Many schools in the States are experiencing lice. You know why? Because, for example, lice population is being controlled by cold, weather. So when there is not enough cold weather somewhere, the lice population won't descend properly. So in the next cycle, it will grow higher. Very simple. So in the Middle East, we're also facing lice outbreak. And that's unacceptable given the high level of hygiene we're observing. And that's all because of climate change. We have dengue coming to Middle East. Nobody would ever believe that we would experience dengue in the Gulf region. 30 countries we have evaluated, located in Africa and Southern Asia. And we have realized that just from 1992 million individuals. And that's a great number, I'm afraid. I told you about the labor, and this is about immigration. And that's really devastating as well. Just imagine what happened in Europe when around 5-6 million Syrian refugees invaded Europe. The whole system was blown away. We are predicting that by the year 2100, around 1 billion people need to be displaced if we won't take serious action against climate change. 1 billion people have to leave their homes by 2100. So what we have been trying to replace fossil fuels with renewable energies. And we have been trying to make cities better places for people to live in terms of health situation. But we haven't been successful. Some countries have tried so hard, like Germany, India, like China to some extent, United Kingdom, Spain, but that's not enough. Because air quality is very bad in many countries, in many cities, contributing to many diseases, cardiovascular disease, cancers, billions of dollars being spent annually on treating cancer, cardiovascular disease, and all in vain, because the trend is progressive. So I'm going to skip some of more. So here is an interesting slide. 71% of the 2,971 cities we investigated do not meet WHO's standards for air quality in terms of particulate matters. We are seated here admitting that it's safe here, but PM's particulate matters are everywhere around us. Just imagine one strand of hair, ladies and gentlemen, one strand of hair, cut it, 70 particulate matters of 2.5, you can fit them in. So PMs are around you, they are penetrating inside your body, you don't realize, because you're so used to them. And these get inoculated deeper inside your body, for example, bacteria, viruses, because they are harbored by these PMs, particulate matters. So I'm not talking about very polluted. Jogging in London would be more, you jog, you breathe deeper and harder, so you intake more particulate matters when you do exercises. In Southeast Asia, only in 2015, 1,900,000 people died because of air pollution. Only in Southeast Asia. So we are talking about wars. We say war, for example, in Iraq or Syria, Afghanistan kills like 100 people, 200, 500 people per day. Air pollution kills more per day. Climate change resulted in $129 billion economic loss, and I said 99% is contributed by the poor countries. The health of population around the world today, while these effects will disproportionately impact the most vulnerable in society, every community will be impacted. So people in the United States should not think that they are safe. The air pollution generated in China has been detected in California. So it's not to say that, okay, I'm living in the States, and everywhere is interconnected. So it's so naive to think that we would be safe while the others are suffering. The delayed response to climate change over the last 25 years has jeopardized human life and livelihoods, and it could potentially undermine the last 50 years of gaining public health. Climate change is something that affects us all. It's a personal issue, just as a global challenge. So what I would like to humbly request you to be a messenger of climate change. If you are on board with my presentation, please advocate, please get out, spread the message. Everybody should consume less water, everybody should consume less fuel, everybody should be more efficient at home when trying to use fossil fuels. We should decrease our emission, we should avoid traveling when it's not necessary by planes, and we should try to be more considerate, in one word. So we are only just beginning to witness the manifestation of a very concerning threat. This is just the beginning, and there are more to come. Unavoidable increases in global temperature are set to further accelerate or exacerbate a host of health challenges we are only beginning to see emerge today. Prevention is better, increasingly clear. Addressing climate change will lead to savings on health spending. It is also economically rational to read the 2017 report, and as I invited you earlier, the 2018 report holds very important messages. Please follow. Maybe UN SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. I assume that you are familiar with SDGs. No poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable, required, reduced inequality for goals. The work in Beijing, in Tokyo, in Los Angeles, everywhere. We will really have a field day enjoying ourselves, living together. And I really pray that this will happen one day. So what we need courage. We need motivation. We need impact investment. And we need corporate social responsibility. So these are the things we need. So we need these people. So you can join. I mean, people who have been affected are in a hall like this. Could be very internal, it's okay. Any type of motivation is required. When I say impact, they are not in now. Whatever we are doing, how much time left for me? Okay, 10 minutes is just SDGs. So the current economic system is incapable of reaching SDG goals because we don't have a system. Then we invented gold in our economic system. We started traded with gold and coins. Then we printed out money, as we're doing today. But existing currencies are no longer backed by real gold either, by real assets. For example, the United States of America started printing money in the 90s without any backup because of the global demand. So we need a new economic system based on offering solutions and the implementation and getting results. Should be money first and values created. So when you do volunteer jobs, for example, Doctors Without Borders, when they go somewhere, money should be created. A great upon value globally, community could solve a problem. Everything is on blockchain. In fact, countries who are left behind, they will be far. You know, Singapore is one of the most developed countries in the world. Could be clean water to the community there. So government revolutionized rather by the internet. As a system, there is no bribing, nothing. Everything will be registered. It's like a ledger. 64, if I'm not mistaken, digits. And every block has a hash number, and the hash number is shared by the preceding and the following block. So there is no way to get around the system, and that's blockchain. There is I'm going to present to you a very short movie broadcast on Deutsche Welle, and you will see by yourself, you know, what we have been doing over the last few years. Over $2 million we have spent so far on the implementation of this thorium. We have the we have to remove it. Okay, all right.
Is creator. So obviously we need a new economic system based on democratic principles.
Thorium, the community, looks for problems
and help prevent them from potentially slipping into a life of crime. His unpaid dedication in Darmstadt has been
reward card. With it, you can visit
in their community, help make the world a better place. It rewards a foundation using blockchain technology worldwide.
It can be reduced through voluntary activities like these here. You can say, we like this and we want to back it. There'll be social impact tokens into a tradable cryptocurrency.
Everybody worldwide is able to be a part of this new ecosystem, and this ecosystem is just rewarding the sustainable.
Many countries. Today it's possible to purify water, and Bangladesh wants to use it to get clean drinking water.
It's no longer about a bank issuing a loan problems.
But can blockchain technology really...
Only with this impact token in my blockchain sky, there'll only be a new SOBS, a new medium of experience.
Want to reward social commitment and...
Although I was born in Pakistan. I learned Urdu naturally, I learned Punjabi naturally, moved back to England, and I decided to stay actually, and then the war broke out, and that made my decision very easy. So I joined what was called at that time Sheffield Polytechnic, and it became University, Sheffield Hallam University in 1992. And there I started a new sort of, you could say, research career. Originally I'm an organosulfur chemist, but there in Sheffield Hallam, and the story. but organic chemistry is the base of the faculty. So organic, I want to show you some 2 million, breast cancer 2 million, colorectal is 1 million and stomach is 1. So it's on the increase. These are figures from the net. In women, for example, the breast cancer in the A2 cyclooxygenase COX, the COX. Lipooxygenases involved in the leukotriene synthesis and nitric oxide. These activities may be potentially important for the control of arthritis and apoptosis. So curcumin in the center has all these, and these are similar to the turmeric compounds, the curcumin I mean, but these have got no double bonds. Have you noticed that they have got actually no double bonds in that? Look, the double bonds are missing here and here. Instead, you have got esters, acetyl. And you know, acetyl coenzyme A is in your body. Acetyl coenzyme A plays a major role in the buildup of terpenes and natural products, yeah? In the fatty acids of curcumin and ginger of officinale. Right, another one for you, another ginger, another natural plant that produces similar compounds, but they have no double bond. Well, one double bond actually in one of them, 2 benzenes. An organic chem, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. By the way, each point is a carbon atom. This is the way we write structures. In fact, this is small amounts, and they had to chop, you know, part. American Chemical Society, 19. We can make it a little bit better. God is giving us the opportunity to play with it and make it more potent. The same, you always start with chemicals that are this complex. It's very simple. You mix the two things in a conical flask, you shake them and keep them actually stirring, and after 1 hour, this complex forms. It's so easy. I don't know whether you can see the thing moving around. Chloric acid is 2 days work. Student can do this in 2 days. And then filter the product on the Buchner and dry it. And it's more like this. Yeah, chemist, I was finding new methods published in the late 70s. Nobody did work on it though. This method was published and this chap Habon made good. So look, these are some of my, I just took some from my bank and I thought I'll just photograph them. The day before I flew here, the khatib there, I had my different variations. You've got violet, this is orange, yellow color, and this has got fluorine in. So they're all, you know, very, we call them analogs. Look, you've got another one here, pure, this is the natural one by the way. We made the natural one so many times. You can get it from the turmeric by chromatography, but we made it, and this is what it looks like. This is the ethyl variation. Look, it's a methyl group, another extra carbon here, and this is the ethyl analog of the natural curcumin. So let's move on. Look, this is the nitro version of the natural curcumin. The hydroxy is there. We put nitro group on, and this is what it looks like. This is the we say the diphenolic protected form group, curcumin derivative, and it is, and by the way, these, you know the labels that I have underneath, RK, these are my students. I had Riyad Khatib, who was a Jordanian student, and you know this Riyad Khatib was so wonderful. He spoke fluent German, fluent English, fluent Arabic, and he was fantastic in the laboratory. He made most of the compounds for me at the beginning. We made others, of course, since then. But he was a wonderful student, Riyad. So whenever you see RK, that's what it means, Riyad Khatib. This one is not Riyad Khatib, this is II. This was Ismail, one of my recent students. So this was one of his compounds. If we move on, look, the last two that I want to show you from, these are just the select ones. You don't have to have a benzene ring. I've made derivatives that are different. Furan with the nitro group. Pyridine, look, they are black actually. And from our study, oh, this is a wonderful, just look at this, ascorbic acid derivative. Vitamin C, you know vitamin C, don't you, yeah? I've worked on vitamin C quite a bit. I take it every day in multigrams because I believe Linus Pauling was right when he said multigrams of vitamin C will protect you against the cold. And I was saying to Dr. Riyad, who will talk to you tomorrow, I think. Dr. Riyad is sitting as one of the speakers. I was with him, and I said to him, and he knew Linus Pauling. I said, really? And Linus Pauling said that it protects you against the common cold. I'm a living proof of that. I've been taking vitamin C in multiple grams. Okay, so let's move on. So this is a derivative, curcumin derivative of ascorbic acid, vitamin C. That one there is a different derivative, and so on. So these are my compounds. Okay, what have we done with it? So our biological work on this then, let's do a little bit of biology on this, okay? So what did we do with them? We did the following. We tested them for cancer, so we did in vitro testing on some of these compounds, and this was done with my friend, my dear friend, Professor Muhammad Afzal in Kuwait University, by the way. This was a collaborative work. I was in England. I sent him, these were the sort of HTB26, lungs were HTB 182, and the colorectal CCL2 18, and the others were human fibroblasts were CCL15. And so these were tested, and as you can see the protocol there. So in green, you can see the activity that curcumin itself on the top has actually a good RK9 activities and the IC values. Right, let's have a look at some graphs. So we can see that the curcumin, it's not the versus is actually is quite potent on the HT, the human parts. You know, you need higher concentration. This one is the which has a potency for the CCL4. Again, it has a very low IC value. So you can see that some of the derivatives are better than the natural one for some of the cancer cells, and the natural is here, and you can see here, these are the last three graphs actually. So you can examine it for yourself, the curves look, so the IC, this is actually not, this is a striking one, again, that's you know, colorectal. And this is the compound 5-methylfuran, which we actually knew because we did some animal work in Australia, and we knew this was quite good for anti-inflammatory work. So we didn't test it on animals for cancer. This is in vitro work. So in the how much time? Well, I'm going to conclude here because I think I've gone over the time. So then, this is our conclusion that the certain of the activity, I mean, of curcumin is better in HTB compared with the. We've actually been very, you know, busy doing all the work, and I've enjoyed my stay here. Really, it's the second time I've come to Lahore. The first time was 2 years ago. I was having a social trip. Well, I've had some social, you know, interaction with friends here as well. And thanks very much for listening to my talk.
Thank you, sir. It was so very kind of you. Now I would like to invite our worthy chief guest, Dr. Muhammad Akhtar Malik, who is the Minister in Energy and Environment, to share a few words in accordance with this activity. Sir, please, if you can come here. Thank you, sir.
Vice Chancellor, speakers, and the dignitaries on the stage, foreign delegates from UK, USA, Iran, Canada and Turkey and UAE. Assalamu alaikum. It gives me immense pleasure to be here today at Lahore College of Lahore College for Women University, one of the oldest and prestigious institutions for women in Pakistan. I am grateful to Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. Farkhanda Manzoor and Professor Dr. Shagufta Naz, Chairperson, Biotechnology Department of Lahore College, Women University, for inviting me here today at second international conference on new trends in natural sciences, public health, nutrition and safety. I am glad to see the Lahore College Women University is eager to provide the quality education and has made a great contribution in providing and developing women in their future leaderships. This institution, Inception, staff and students for our university will continue to hold such events to achieve crucial topics for sustainable development of the country. I must appreciate that and it locally. Forces and educated women build nation. You are the torch bearer for the future. With your unique views and perspectives, your education has enabled you to conquer the world and prove yourselves as empowered women, mothers, daughters and professionals. I wish you all very success and hope that Lahore College Women University will continue to live up to its traditions of excellence in higher education, and this university would be among top research universities of the world in near future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. With humble words, I would like to invite Naz to present the Shield of Honors to our two presenters. Ma'am, sir, please if you can join us. I would also like to call upon Professor Dr. Misam Tabatabi to please accept the souvenir. Thank you, sir. Kids who are sitting here in the stage to please come up